Hey, this is the Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 491. I'm Brando, I'm here with Ryan, and today we're going to jump on board the hype train. Now hit our theme song!
I thought it was kind of funny because you started doing this.
I started letting the air out too soon. There are no words attached to it, you see.
Oh.
Whew. Hey, whoa, it's a system. It's a system that I have going on. You know what else is a system? Hey, Ryan, we're back for yet another whirlwind adventure. How you doing?
Good. What is going down?
Whole bunch is going down. We jumped over our pre-show. We got big life updates to give. We got stories to tell, people to thank. We have a bunch of hype stuff we're going to go over to get everybody excited for the next couple of months of Magic and CCO. Before we get to any of that stuff, we have to thank our official business daddies, FusionGamingOnline.com. They're your source for all your gaming needs, where you can use special promo code CCO Nation. Very easy to remember to save 5% off all the stuff that you want to buy to play Magic or any other game. And based on the new Magic set coming out, you're going to need it, and you're welcome.
Yeah. CCO Nation to save 5%. Gonna be a big deal. I don't think it's a secret at this point in the show. We're going to be talking a little bit about Final Fantasy Hype Train and comparing it to other Universes Beyond products that your good friend Ryan really liked, and very much hope that this will follow suit.
It's gonna, and we're gonna talk about why that kind of makes me a little sad.
Oh, okay. Well,
in later on in the show.
Let's not get to the sad yet. We got to thank producer Gary.
You got to thank producer Gary and the damn network studio automation.
Yes.
Yeah. You know who else I have to thank? Pile of Bones Brewing Co. They're the second coolest thing to come out of Regina, as well as being the official beer sponsor for CCO Sidewalk Slam. Season 3 episode applications available everywhere, and you can watch the episodes here on YouTube.
I think how it's scheduled, there would have been a Sidewalk Slam out already, like the newest one, or it's coming out shortly.
It should be out by the time you're listening to this season, or episode 2 should be out. If you want to be on one, get at me, CCO Brando on Twitter, or commandercookout@gmail.com, or if you're in the Discord, get at me. If you're going to be in town, get at me. We're not going to be recording one in May due to some life stuff. I don't know if Ryan wants to talk about it on the show. Bit. But there's some life stuff happening where we're changing our schedule a little bit. That's why no pre-show this week. But get at me. We got more shows to do. Lots of mileage left to go. Lots of road left to run.
Lots of mileage left to go.
Yeah,
that kind of sounds dirty. We
got
a lot of pipe to lay.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, I like that one too. Lots of ditches to trench.
Yeah, lots of air conditioning holes to punch in the wall.
Yeah, that one doesn't sound as sexual. Although it might be the dirtiest one that we said.
Oh, yeah. You ever drilled through a wall full of wet insulation?
Yeah, I gave her the old wet insulation drill.
Yeah. You ever have a hose break inside your drywall? I don't want that, actually.
Don't Google that one.
No, that sounds like you're going to have kids.
Although if that's your thing, I mean, no shaming in the nation.
Shaming in the nation. You mentioned the Discord. Big thanks to the Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/CCO podcast. That's where we find our Sidewalk Slam applicants. That's where we converse and plan and share updates about the CCO experience.
Slamplicants?
Slamplicants, yes. Yes, that is what they're called.
Yes, you could become a Slampian if you start off as a Slamplicate.
Yes, if you slamply.
Yes.
That works.
Yes, that does work.
It tracks.
That's logically consistent is what that is.
Yes, yep. And, okay, so here's the thing. I'm all booked up for... no, I got to book my flight. Ooh. Did you book your flight for Vegas?
I sure did.
You did? On points?
On points. I didn't pay any dollars. It's very exciting. Ooh. Yeah, it was really cool to get something that costs money and not have to give anybody my money.
Yeah.
And I got to bring a carry-on bag, because apparently they charge you for that now.
Oh, yeah. It's a racket. Welcome to flying in Canada.
Man, horrific.
You earned points through shopping at FusionGamingOnline.com.
Oh, yeah, I sure did.
And you earned less points by saving more money with CCO Nation promo code.
That's right, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah, we've got it on lockdown, everybody. And today we're talking Final Fantasy.
We are. Wait, one more thing before that.
Oh, yeah?
Vegas. Brando flies in. Might not be at the same time as Ryan. I've never done that before, so if you're going to be in Vegas when I get there, I need somebody to make sure that I'm not at the airport when Ryan gets there, because I want to be not there. I want to be at the house or on the strip or somewhere else, and I don't know how to do that.
That's not why you want. That's not why you want. Yeah, I said the right thing.
Well, I just don't want to be stuck at the airport.
No,
That'd be the worst place
you
to be.
want to get to the event center first so you can look for dark misprinted Griffin Canyons.
I'm going to do that anyway. You always stop and mingle, and then I go and fleece the whole place.
Oh, there's no mingling at the airport. Unless it's with $18 beers.
Well, we get there on Thursday. They're not even open on Thursday.
Oh. So what you're saying is $18 beers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. US dollars. That's like $67 Canadian.
Yeah, certainly it is.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was going to say you said we're going to jump the pre-show, but you and Gary might do a pre-show, hey?
Yeah, well, we're just jumping it this week, but we might do something. Who knows
I'll
what
leave
we're
it up
gonna
to
do.
you. Uncle Brando's managing that right now because I'm actually changing jobs.
Yeah.
That
Look at this
sucks.
fucking guy.
No, it sucks.
No,
it's
it
the
does.
worst. I walked into the damn studio. I said, I hate everything.
Hey? Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Yeah, and then I looked in the fridge and there was no frickin' beer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Only
went from bad to worse.
Only the beer that we're going to be drinking on the stream that we're going to do in about an hour from now, real time. That You can watch on the Dufferin Ave Media Twitch stream. You can watch it in delay in celebration of the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set coming out. Me and Gary are going to play Final Fantasy VI on the Super Nintendo. Gary's first time playing it.
Whoa, what a nerd.
Very cool. It's one of the best games of all time. So if you're interested in that at all, come by and check that out maybe.
I got this. Who doesn't play Final Fantasy?
You.
Or who plays Final Fantasy?
Me!
And Gary. He
Yeah.
does both. And neither. It's a weird spot. Now,
strange spot to be in.
I'm in a weird spot with Final Fantasy. Here's the thing.
Okay.
To me, it kind of feels like Doctor Who in that kind of looks like, and I'm going to hear it. Oh my God, I'm going to hear it.
From me?
I'm going to hear, well, from somebody.
Okay.
I think it looks the same. My eyeballs, my caveman brain is like, I don't know, this just looks the same as all the Secret Lair anime weeb stuff that we got.
Sure.
It looks the same as the backgrounds of the characters, like behind the characters in the art for Final Fantasy that we've seen so far. Looks the same as the background in Doctor Who. I don't want to rain on anybody's parade, but thus far, I don't feel like this is very special. And I need you to convince me otherwise.
Well, look how much money it costs, Ryan.
Oh, it must be
Has to
special.
be special for that kind of dollars, right? I had to just dig that. I had to do it.
Yeah, and man,
Start at the bottom of the hill and then we'll go up. Dig up.
I am so happy that Lord of the Rings came out when it did. Because can you imagine what the Lord of the Rings set would have cost for your good friend Ryan?
Oh my God.
If it was swapped, like spit swapped with frickin' Final Fantasy?
Oh my God. I don't even want to think of that.
No.
Because, I mean, as of this recording, there isn't like a one-of-one millions of dollars card that you could open in Final Fantasy.
No.
And there might be. I could see there being one. I really could. Of
I
course,
hope there is one.
the perfect one, of course, would be the crystals as a in-universe version of Jeweled Lotus, but we all know that that's not going to happen.
Oh, that would be so awesome. I thought you were going to say something about a butt plug.
Well, I mean,
I will take crystals, though, and still put them
in your butt.
in butts. Yes.
Yes, but we don't know if that's a thing yet. But I mean,
Oh,
I don't
no,
even.
it's a thing. You can.
No, I mean the one-of-one card that's worth millions of dollars. Like the chase stuff hasn't really been put out there yet as of this recording. We're just talking about kind of the hype surrounding it because it's like the second time we've done a Universes Beyond like giant set,
Complete set,
full on
right? So
everything.
tell us about that. You could put magic cards up your butt, too. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no king shaming in the nation.
Nope.
Okay, so this is full set, full-blown set. We've got full set,
Yep.
200 and some cards.
Correct.
Three whatever.
Yep.
Plus alternate printings, plus alternate foil versions, plus showcase, plus special editions, plus thing. So there's going to be 800 cards in the set.
Oh yeah.
Like there was with the Lord of the Rings set.
Correct.
There's going to be a fleet of precons,
Yeah, the 4 of them.
4 of them, okay? We're going to have boosties.
Yep.
Like we're going to have what's the boosters called now?
Play boosters.
They're called
I think?
play boosters?
I think. They're just boosters at this point. There's
Okay.
only one.
We're going to have,
yeah,
that's what I mean. They're going to be boosters. There's going to be collecties. There's going to be collecties. Do we know if there's going to be anything else? There's going to be secret layers.
Yes, there's going to be secret layers that surround it. There's a starter deck, like two pre-con decks that are
the
coming out.
40s or the 60 card ones, and those are going to have probably, like Lord of the Rings did, unique legendary creatures specific to those sets in regular frame, not extended art.
Regular frame foil, I believe. There's a Cloud and a Sephiroth. They've been spoiled already.
I totally know what that
So
is.
if those interest you, that's where you're going to find a couple of those guys. I'm sure that it's going to sell very well just based on the characters. There's also another set, like there's like FFR, like the regular set, and FFC for the Commander
set, yeah.
But there's another one. There's like
do
Final
we-
Fantasy Beyond Time, and the only place I've seen it is in the upcoming spoilers thing. I read a couple of places where, like, here's the spoilers, and like here's this other set name that's coming. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, epilogue boosters? Aftermath?
I mean, I liked Aftermath.
You know what it might be like? It might be like the Lord of the Rings Holiday Edition that only came in collector boosties and had the poster arts in it, the serialized poster arts in it. And man, that's what I'd be getting my hands on and leaving sealed, because you know how much those booster packs are worth.
Lots.
Many excitement.
Lots and lots. Do you think that this one's going to have the same kind of value out of it based on it being probably less game changing, to use now a new term?
Yeah.
And also because it's standard legal. Because they have to print cards in it for standard. Like, do you think we're going to see, like, the huge reprints? Do you think we're going to see the Orcish Bowmasters of the world? You know what I mean? Like,
Are we going to see
a One Ring?
Ooh, the Sauron the Dark Lord. Ooh. Those three cards would have ruined standard.
Yeah. Are we going to see that in Final Fantasy? Do you think? So far, I don't think we have. The Commander cards, I think, overall, by and large, are very commandery.
Commandery.
I have to stretch really hard to see the flavor of them. Like, I had to contort myself in all kinds of weird shapes.
Oh, I like stretching.
Which you could see if you're watching on YouTube.
Which you should be.
To, like, get the themes. But, I mean, maybe they'll be better as I get to see
Oh,
more cards.
no. You know what? Maybe you just don't know anything about Final Fantasy.
That's hypothetically possible. I've never played 14.
Oh, maybe this is... Maybe the WotC designers only played 14 and they're making it up, for 1 through 13, including 10-1, 10-2, and 10-3, and then 15 through 26.
The 13, 1, 2, and 3. And
Oh,
then
yeah, I forgot about that.
all the expansions for 11. Mm-hmm. What was the other online one, Noah? 14? 15 is the one in the car.
He doesn't
14 is
know.
the online one.
He wasn't even born.
He wasn't even born on those games.
He wasn't even born until frickin' 2021.
But we've already seen, like, uncommons that people want banned because they're too good.
Give me a break.
Right? And we've already seen, I don't know, we've seen one good reprint come out of it, I think, so far. It was spoiled just recently. We're going to see Dark Confidant come back into Standard.
Never heard of her.
That's pretty cool.
Dark Confidant in Standard would be cool. I personally really like Dark Confidant in Commander. I think that you can build around it if you care about your life total going down.
Sure.
I like decks that just don't give a shit. I hate life. Card. Only card. No life. Only card.
Remember that time we were playing over at Big Ben's place? And I was playing Rev, and I had a
Yes.
Dark Confidant, and then the flying Dark Confidant, and then the little offspring of the Dark Confidant.
Yes.
And I flipped cards over like 6, 5, 7, and I was at like 15 life because
Yes.
of myself.
You did manage to survive a turn at 2.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. And how many cards you draw that turn? 4?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Didn't win that game.
No.
I drew 4 out of my own deck, and then 1 deck out of each of my opponents.
One
Still
deck.
didn't save me.
1 deck out of each of your opponents. Yeah.
1 deck through the whole deck.
So, okay. It's going to be like Lord of the Rings. It's going to have a whole bunch of border treatments. Is it going to be like... Okay, here's an example.
Okay.
Is it going to be more like Lord of the Rings and have cards like Orcish Bowmasters and Murky B, Mirkwood Bats.
Sure.
Remember that was going to wreck Commander.
Yep.
And the One Ring, which is pretty, it permeated like basically every Eternal format ever.
Yeah, it's in every format unless it's banned, right?
We're going to say that and
Yeah,
pretend we're right because we're on the internet.
Yeah, somebody can say
Yeah.
if we're wrong in the comments.
Or is Final Fantasy going to be more like Magic Foundations? Because that's core set designed specifically for Standard and a great kind of ground level foundation for the Standard format, because they're like, this is going to stay around for like 3 years or 4 or 5 years, whatever it is. Let's design our sets around it.
Yeah.
Me thinks closer to Foundation, but then me thinks, how are they going to sell
$85 booster packs.
with $85 cards that command an $85 in booster pack price tag?
Yeah. And
Now, are cards in Lord of the Rings worth $85 that aren't silver showcase foils,
okay.
silver screen foils, whatever they're called, like
The scroll foils, yeah.
the Hildebrandt ones,
Yeah.
that aren't One Ring and Orcish Bowmasters, because there's 800 other cards in the set.
Right.
It's just those two that command like the really, really big price tag.
Right.
The showcase scroll foils from the holiday packs, those ones command quite a price tag because those packs are so rare and nobody's opening them anymore.
Right.
Like, I'm sure we're going to land somewhere in the middle. I don't think, because Foundations and being in Standard kind of keeps it in check, I don't think we're going to be as close to Lord of the Rings in terms of secondary market price as, like, it's not going to be pushing up on the bottom of Lord of the Rings.
I
It's
think
gonna
you're
be,
correct, yes.
It's going to be up there. It's going to be more expensive than frickin' buying
It's going to be more
Ether
expensive than
Drift.
Lord of the Rings.
Sealed until it's not anymore because it's a Standard set. And then it's going to be just like, oh, these are some of the best cards in Standard.
Maybe.
Instead of like, oh my God, Orcish Bowmasters and One Ring needs to be banned. I don't think we're going to see that.
I don't either. And I'm glad for that. Like, I kind of wish that there would be cards like that in the set, because this is the one that I want, and I want to have really powerful, just screwball stuff that blows up the whole Magic the Gathering ecosystem come out of my set.
Yes.
Like, you got it? I want to know what that feels like.
Full jerk off.
Yeah, man. I feel like I probably won't.
No, I didn't.
But
I
mean,
could have.
You could have. I mean, if you were the type of person that would feel that kind of way,
100%.
that's the way
Yeah.
that you
Stick
would
them up
feel.
my butt, rub my wiener with 2 One Rings real fast like this, make a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I could do that.
You could do that.
I have at least 2 One Rings, which is a kind of an oxymoron.
That is an oxymoron.
Could punch a hole in one with a drill bit and wear it like a apron.
What?
I don't know.
He's been at work all day, ladies and gentlemen. Just give him
I
a
don't
break.
know what's-
See, I only have one ring, like Garfield intended.
I have 9 One Rings, like Sauron fucking intended.
Isn't that's the humans, though? It's the humans.
Yeah, I'm a human.
But you don't have a human ring, or you'd be a Nazgul. And then you'd be worth like $25.
No, the showcase scroll one's like 60 now.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the regular ones are like 25, are they not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nazguls are expensive. Are we getting cards like Nazgul? Is there something like that exists? Because the have any number of cards in deck cards are always a few bucks, right?
Yeah,
even the common ones like Dragon's Approach is like $1 or $2, and the uncommon ones are 3 or 4 in some cases. And Nazgul's just frickin' pounded the chart to dust.
Yeah.
They're so expensive.
They sure are. Man, I thought I got mine. Good Lord.
Yeah, I think I have exactly 9 of those because
too.
they're in my collection. I can't afford to play Nazgul, man. I need 9 of them, and I have 9 of them in my collection. I made myself a rule that they're not coming out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Man, I have 9 of them, and they're in my Toxrill deck.
that's a good place.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that in Final Fantasy that you expect to see, or you think that we ought to see?
Not that I can think of. I can't think of an enemy that, like, replicates itself that way. That
Does
would
it got to be an enemy?
There's no characters that do that for sure.
Oh,
Right? So I don't think so. I really don't think there is, unless something post 13 made it happen, where they came up with an enemy that'll keep, like, Flans will split and make themselves, but that only happened in one game. So I feel like we're not going to see Flan.
oh.
Or Flan. F-L-A-N? Flan? Flan?
Flan.
They use Pep Up to give themselves 1 hit point and then die. Idiots.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that means. Yeah, that's idiots. Yeah, they suck.
They're so stupid. So here's the thing that I like. The reason why I wanted to talk to you about
Okay,
this.
hit me up because you came up with some
Yes.
question topic such.
Now we can't say with a straight face or any legitimacy, I would say that the Final Fantasy property is at the same level of Lord of the Rings as in terms of public consciousness.
No.
Maybe in like the Magic the Gathering kind of community ecosystem.
Yes.
Maybe they're close. In
Yeah,
real
yeah.
life, they are not.
Yeah, and you know what? You're probably right. Like, man, I don't know. Okay, in real life, they're not. No,
Yeah,
no.
it- like
Final
it-
Fantasy is on a different. It kind of took itself on its own trajectory, and
They're not the same.
even though like Lord of the Rings and Tolkien is fantasy, it is the modern fantasy progenitor, and it is
Yeah,
the non-magic people play it.
Yes. It
Yeah.
is what it is.
bigger,
What it is.
yeah.
And what it is its own thing. And it's
Getting
like,
its own theme park.
it's so big. Like it's the biggest. But in terms of our little ecosystem community, do you think that Final Fantasy is going to drum up the support and bring in the outside people willing to come in the way that Lord of the Rings did? Because I would say that people who are fans of Final Fantasy are going to be more apt to want to play a game like this than your average Lord of the Rings fan who might just like the fantasy and the high elfness of the whole thing.
Yeah,
But might
yeah.
not be as prone to games.
I think this is the first thing I think.
Okay.
Our ticker has the wrong promo code on it. I changed it, but it didn't save. Frick.
Turn it off.
Off.
There we go.
There we go. Second thing,
CCO holiday.
CCO holiday. Use it. Get a frickin' discount. Because everything's expensive and life sucks.
Sure is. It sure does.
I think that... Come on, we had to deadpan that.
Yeah, this is
you
ha-
blew our cover.
This is Happy Fun Time CCO, baby. Continue.
This is Happy Fun Time CCO, you bitch. I think that if you said to some nerd who plays Final Fantasy,
Sure.
and hear me out on this,
Okay.
hey, you like turn-based RPG with like anime characters showing boobs?
Yeah.
Come play Magic the Gathering. They have a Final Fantasy expansion.
Do we take turns?
Uh-huh.
Are there girls with boobs?
Uh-huh.
I'm in.
Yes. And it's the same people who already know Final Fantasy. It's not like go play sports card game. It's not like I'm a gamer. I'm going to play Madden and NHL 2K24, right? Like the people who play Madden and NFL games and NHL games, not the same kind of gamer as people who play Final Fantasy. In most cases, I'm generalizing, it's the internet. Give me a break.
I agree with you.
Yep. Also, there's no such card game like that is of like worth its salt.
Yes.
So people who play Final Fantasy that want a card game that's turn-based and fantasy-based, like Magic is it.
And final based.
And final-based,
Somehow, I don't know what that means.
yes. Lose the game, lose your life.
I mean, play the game, lose your life savings. I'm going to keep harping on that
yes. Yes.
because I did another little update. I did source my box. So if you are going to be in the house in Vegas, we will be opening Final Fantasy collector boosters.
Did you win the lottery?
No, I just won't be getting tattooed again for a long time. Because
Because you had to sell some of your skin.
yeah,
Oh.
I had to
Which part?
it's hidden. Don't worry. I had some to spare. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. That isn't the word. But
Disturbed, curious.
there's one.
I feel like RoboCop, but Robo, you know. That's that. Yeah, I was gonna say cock. Thank you, Gary.
Okay. Okay. I think
Anyway.
it's going to be closer to Foundation. This is a weird episode.
It's very
This
good,
is
though.
Freaking weird episode. Closer to Foundations than Lord of the Rings, though it will be like Lord of the Rings.
In what? Like, do you think that are we gonna go to Vegas? And I realized that the release isn't the same. Like when we went to Edmonton, it was like release week or whatever for Lord of the Rings. Whereas it's going to have been out for a couple of weeks
Okay.
when we get to Vegas.
Do you have the launch date for Final Fantasy?
June 7 or 13 or something. We could probably look that up. But
yeah, it's the weekend prior to going because the
Yeah.
convention starts on like the 20th or whatever.
yeah. So
It must be the 13th,
so
maybe.
it's a week or two before we
Yeah.
go. Are we going to roll in there and it's going to sell out every vendor in, what was it?
7 minutes,
7 or
minutes?
8 minutes or something? Like, is it just
That
going
was
to be?
freaking wild.
It's just going to be gone. And then like guys are going to be like showing us out of their trench coat, like guys at the house, like, yeah, I got one.
Yeah, they're gonna roll up their freaking sleeve and they're gonna have Final Fantasy packs taped to their wrist, like on the cartoons.
Is that what it's going to be? Like somebody's going to come in, pull like a condom of collector boosters out of the back of the toilet?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
some guy flipping a coin with a toothpick. I got your Final Fantasy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it's going to be?
Well, to be fair, some showgirls on Las Vegas Boulevard do say that. I've got your Final Fantasy. Very specifically, they say that. I wonder if they're going to have booster packs instead of pasties.
I mean, which one would they make more money having?
Well, they would make more money not having the Final Fantasy boosters as pasties because they could sell them.
Well, then you sell them. Then like you buy the booster pack and they take the pasty off, then you see their boob, and then you put a new one on.
I suppose.
Jesus, why am I the marketing genius in the two?
I don't know. This is a weird episode. I'm gonna keep going to that.
People, this is a perfect episode for me. I'm loving this.
It's for the people.
It's for the nation.
Yes, that's right.
I don't think it's going to be sold out.
Ooh, big prediction. Is this because way overinflated cost, or is it because you don't think it's actually going to be as desired? Now, I just thought of this just now. In the holiday version of Lord of the Rings, you have the poster cards that are worth lots of money.
Yes, the serialized ones.
In Final Fantasy, I'll bet you we're going to have the same structure of card,
Yeah.
but with the Amano Yoshitaka artwork on it. The very
Is that the guy that did Liliana?
Yeah, that's the $3,000 Liliana. Yes, he did all the character arts. This is like he is Final Fantasy artwork.
Yeah.
With Lord of the Rings, you had like that list of guys, right?
Yeah, the Hildebrandt brothers are the people that they got to do magic cards. No, sorry, it wasn't. They didn't get them to do magic cards. I know that, but they used art that was previously Lord of the Rings art.
Yeah, and this guy, he is Final Fantasy. He is
Yeah.
the art from the franchise.
Okay.
He has a very unique style, and I could see those being pretty chase and like
Yes.
something that would be very, very collectible.
I
and
wouldn't be
things that people collect.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this and maybe people who know a little bit more about print runs and distribution could let us know in the comments. This maybe the original print run of collector boosters by the end of the weekend in Vegas sells out. And I think it would work something like this. Okay, you get to the convention, everybody's buying it like crazy because it's new, because their local game store is already sold out and out of stock on all the big websites globally, and everybody's price gouging on YouTube. I think that's what it is. Yeah, sorry, eBay and YouTube.
Yes,
But eBay. Okay, so you're getting price gouged on eBay. You walk into Magic Con Las Vegas. What's a box worth? A collector box? 400? 600? 700?
8.
Okay, 8. Okay, price gouge at 8.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now that might come down or go, but
price gouge at 8
As of
is,
today.
is my example. You walk into Magic Con Las Vegas and you pay $825.
sure.
And they're selling at $825.
Yep.
Because there's serialized and collectors and jerk-off cards and all the stuff.
Yep.
Okay. By the end of the day Friday,
Yep.
$850.
Okay.
By midday Saturday,
$950.
well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not saying that I want this or that it could happen, but this is sort of the price trend and the kind of thing that happened with Lord of the Rings collectors over the course of the couple months that people thought that the one of One Ring wasn't found.
Right.
It got found in one day, by the way.
Yeah, it was found on the first day.
Yeah, the guy just didn't know what to do. Poor guy.
How much is that worth now?
2 million
It was 2 million US. No, it was 2 million
US.
Canadian.
Was it 2 million Canadian?
Yeah,
Whatever it was.
He paid it because the guy who opened it was Canadian from Toronto. Bought it from Face to Face.
Yeah.
And Post Malone gave him a USD amount equivalent to 2 million Canadian dollars.
Oh man, I would have taken 2 million USD
That's what I would have did too. And Post Malone would have shown up to my house with a big check.
or a dump truck of money.
Well, like, then I have to like scoop it up. My neighbors would see it, and then I'll be asking me for stuff. I don't want that. I don't
Let us know
talk
in the
to them.
comments. What would you rather have? A discreet, like a concrete truck. You know how they have the chute that the concrete comes out of?
Yeah.
But money,
On
dollar bills, yo,
into your front door.
into your front door, so your neighbors just think like you're getting your basement poured.
It's a cement mixer, but money's being poured
Yes.
into your house.
Or do you want a big
Yeah.
novelty check?
Both are good.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Remember how much fun we had with Amy's big novelty check?
Verily.
It was the most fun. It was a
Yep.
big novelty check that was also a real check.
Okay. We'll see the price trend on the collector boosters go up until they're maybe sold out or at a price where vendors are happy to have them not move, which seems like a weird thing to say, but the sealed price of a box can help inform what like singles are worth,
Right.
and vice versa. Like it goes both ways.
Yeah.
And it's I don't think that we'll see play boosters sell out. I don't think we
I
will.
don't think we will either. I bet you collector boosters are going to be nigh impossible to find.
And
until,
especially because-
until they send out, like they have to send out a second wave of product if you're going to want to get those. I really do think that's
Yeah,
what they're
and
doing.
well, because it's a standard set too, right? I don't think I'm not going to call it it's print on demand like I know because I'm an idiot and don't know. But it's a standard set. So I don't know. They're not going to sell out.
Do you think it's going to be like Lord of the Rings had like the thing where like you can only print like this image X times because otherwise you have to give us more excitement, says the
There
Tolkien
was
estate.
there were so many things I learned from vendors and from like retailers and online retailers at various shows and from various employees at certain companies, just because we talk to people,
Yeah.
that there was a lot of rules, like only digital art instead of like painting on canvas style art and being sold on the secondary market like magic artists do.
Right.
Only so many printings of
Big card or whatever.
big card or very strict print runs on this, that, or the other thing.
Do you think we'll see that here? Like, do you think we're gonna run into like we're gonna find out that Square Enix had all these rules? Where it's
Square anus?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
Like, do you think we're gonna bump into a bunch of that stuff where it's like, yeah, sorry guys, you better have your Tifas because we're not allowed to print her anymore. Skirt's too short.
Oh.
That's her right there.
Oh.
That's why I said that because it's on the screen in front of us.
Yeah.
Real good card, by the
I
way.
don't know. I think, and I'll do it.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, you had a conspiracy theory.
Sure did.
Now I have one.
Ooh.
And I just made it up.
Oh, this is
I just
exciting.
made it up.
I like this. Okay.
I think the ultra limited print run, no physical art, only digital,
Okay.
and things like limiting the number of like big cards that vendors and tournament organizers can print, that kind of stuff,
Okay.
is a pseudo kind of negative area, backhanded. There's no literature to support this way of WotC acknowledging the secondary market to say, we're going to put all these checks in place so Middle Earth Enterprises maintains their prestige in the fantasy genre because their set on the secondary market is the most expensive one. I think Lord of the Rings limited availability is purposeful, is engineered in a way to make it expensive, so much so that it is the most expensive compared to any other IP that they're ever going to do.
Dang.
Tell me one that's more expensive. Tell me one that'll ever be more expensive based on what the actual IP is and also the actual engineered scarcity of the product.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, that's some freaking tinfoil hat stuff.
Yeah, it looks like a nipple on the top of your head.
Yeah, that's my favorite kind of tinfoil hat.
Why's that?
I like nipples. I don't know.
And there's a 0% chance that I think that Square would care about that.
Square is the maker of.
Yes, they're the company that owns the Final Fantasy license, and I can
Oh, yeah,
definitely see them just.
I'm gonna pretend I knew that.
They just hold their hand out like this, And as long as you're putting money in it, they'll just have their hand out there. That's how they,
that's
how they
okay.
work.
That's what businesses do.
Yeah, and
That's-
I'm not
yeah.
saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that would be. I don't think that they care about the prestige. They just want you to give them fucking money.
Yeah, and here's the thing about the Tolkien estate is people are going to do that.
Yeah,
and they care about it.
Yeah,
And maybe that makes them snobs. I don't know.
I think that there's. I don't know them. I never met them. I don't know who they are, and quite frankly, I don't care who they are. But the fact is, I could see like a Tolkien descendant being, "Oh yes, this set
Well,
based on my
actually-
great grandfather's work is worth so many dollars to these nerds," and then they sip some of their juice.
Even if it ain't, it's some executive who they employ to do that.
And then he's swirling the wine for the great grandchild of
Yes.
Tolkien.
Yes.
And he goes, "Oh, great grandfather of Tolkien, this set that the nerds like is worth so many dollars," and that makes the guy happy. Whereas the guy at SquareSoft is like some nameless AI thing, like executive AI that they've
just a
programmed,
robot.
and it's just a robot hand going asking for money
Yes.
because that's what they care about.
Yes.
And that's not me saying that they're shitty or that this set's gonna suck because of it. I'm just saying that like.
Listen to us being all negative about stuff. I'm actually
I'm
excited and happy that Lord of the Rings happened, and I'm excited and happy that people also get Final Fantasy because I know how big of a thing that it is.
It's a huge franchise. It changed like pop culture in a lot of ways. It has lots of like the stories and the characters and lots of the stuff are a little bit more mainstream than I think people even believe.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Oh, is that one of the things you want to talk about?
I believe so. I mean, you don't. It's hard because you have no frame of reference for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's tricky.
Frick.
Because like you don't know why Final Fantasy VII had 2 theatrical releases, a mobile game, 5 spin-offs, and then a 3-part remake. You don't know why that is. Quite frankly, I don't know why that is. But well, I do. It's money, but but like the impact that it had on the gaming landscape was huge. Like Final Fantasy VII is one of the really, really big reasons why PlayStation is still winning the console wars.
Oh, shots fired.
like-
Let us know in the comments.
How many years ago is that? 1997. That's almost 30 years ago.
Yeah. I'm gonna pretend I knew that.
Yeah, and that's the reason. It's a big reason why was on the strength of this one game coming out. People have touted Final Fantasy VI again that we're going to play on a Twitch stream with Gary as one of the, not just like a great work of fiction, not just a video game, and it's been hyped as one of the top 10 SNES games of all time and one of the top 10 best video games of all time still today.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a gaming badge of honor that when you play these games sometimes, like some of the really specific ones are huge deals. Right? It's one of my favorite games ever. I play through it like people reread Lord of the Rings. I play Final Fantasy VI.
2 things. If you love it so much, why don't you marry it?
I should.
And
That'd be marrying rich.
yeah, you'd be
I would have
up.
many dollars.
Trading up. Trading up. I've never reread Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Nope, I was lying. I'm rereading it right now.
Yeah, I know you're. Yeah, like,
I read it 4 times last year. Yeah, nerd.
I remember watching one of the DVD extras. What was it? The guy that played Saruman or whatever says, "Yeah, I reread it every year around Christmas."
Yeah, Lord of the
I-
Rings is a Christmas story.
I'm like, "Fuck, you're such a
Nerd.
dork."
Yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah. How often do you play Final Fantasy?
Like any of them?
Yes.
I'm mid playthrough of 5 right now. I was playing it this morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
And do you? Okay, I'm gonna pretend I know this, so I'm just gonna get that out of the way.
Okay.
Do you play them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14?
Oh no.
Or do you just play them and they're a self-contained thing?
Each one is its own little self-contained world. Unless it's unless they're like 10-2 or
Oh,
13-2 or whatever.
Okay.
And those ones are typically crap.
Is it okay?
I'll admit.
Is it a self-contained world though, or is it like Doctor Who? Or is it one world and there's a bunch of shit going on like Warhammer 40K?
Nope. Self-contained world, each one. They are in no way connected except for
Like Tifa and Cloud don't know each other?
They do, because
Oh,
they're from the same game.
God damn
They
it.
know each other because they're from the same game.
I totally knew that.
On the screen, we have Tifa and Celeste. They don't know each other.
Oh. Yeah, they probably wouldn't like each other.
The similarities between games are the little Moogles. It's like one of them little mascot characters. And there's a couple of recurring enemies, Tonberries, Behemoths.
Have we seen any of those recurring enemies yet?
Cactar? Cactar is a recurring enemy.
Okay.
Remember Jumbo Cactar?
Yep.
That's one of them. But they're all their own thing. The Chocobo, which will eventually show up. The Chocobo is actually the commander set symbol.
The Chocobo?
It's a
That's dirty. I
it's
want
like
a Chocobo. I'm going to give myself a Chocobo. I'm going to reach around and give myself a Chocobo, and my wife's going to be, yeah.
Chocobo's
I want a rusty Chocobo. I want to give myself the Chocobo Dini.
Everybody's getting Final Fantasy themed CCO nicknames in the house. So I just decided.
I want to.
Rusty Trump Chocobones.
Yes.
We've done it. We've done it. So like the worlds are very loosely connected only through a couple of characters. And I think they just do that for like consistency's sake.
Yeah.
But like the level of technology in the world, how the magic in the world works, where the monsters come from, everything else is just its own thing.
How do they interpret that or transpose that onto Magic without making all of these, let's call them diverse worlds, not feel like the same game? Like how do I take Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VIII, let's say, and not just make them the same thing? Is that going to be a criticism that we see?
I think it is.
They used the same artist for this character, and this one's from 5 and this one's from 8.
Yes.
Is that going to be a thing?
We are going to see that. Because the only thing, one of the things about Final Fantasy that I think is free to admit, and everybody who plays it will know this, the iconic vista, the iconic places, and all of that stuff, because it's 15 disparate worlds, where do you really pull the lands from? You know what I mean? So like the settings are going to be a little bit
the
harder.
Magic the Gathering land cards.
Yeah, like there is no Isengard Forest. There is no, I can't even think of it, Mordor.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
there's some cities, but like somebody who hasn't played 6, they're going to open Vector and be like, what the hell is this?
Vector, and it's going to be a city of brass reskin, and it's like, oh yeah, they did it. There's going to be one command tower, and it's like, oh yeah, they did it.
There's going to be 4 command towers, I bet.
Oh, and they freaking didn't give us 4 in Lord of the Rings, hey? Most expensive universe beyond of all time. What kind of cut rate production is this?
I know, right? Tolkien Estate should get on them.
$100 One Rings, freaking basics that look like maps that don't even join.
Don't even go together. What a bunch of crap that is. That was the biggest miss of all time.
Yeah.
I think that is going to be like a big thing in Final Fantasy, though. And the characters, in a lot of cases, are so like refined and defined. I think you're going to see a lot of criticism coming out about them because, oh, that's not what that character would
man.
do. We're not going to have that conversation because I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to be happy that characters that are some of my favorite things in the whole world are on Magic cards. I'm going to be really excited about that.
We're not going to be those guys because even though I totally knew everything about all the characters that were totally coming out, I'm choosing to not be that guy, just like Brando.
See? Perfect.
Yeah.
See, we got ourselves a good system going on here.
Yeah.
Also, I was right. Remember when I told you there was going to be a train suplex card?
Ooh.
There is a card called Suplex, and it is Saban from 6 preparing to suplex a train. And I knew it was going to happen. I saw it on one of those, shall we not talk about them sites, where people leak them. I wasn't looking at Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah. Don't talk about that. You're going to ruin somebody's day.
Yeah, but that is a thing
You're
that's
going to make it
coming
so
up.
we don't get preview cards anymore.
Oh, no. Probably would have given us something shitty.
No. We never gotten shitty cards. This is a weird episode.
But the point, like we're talking lots of nonsense and talking lots of shit, but I think that this set's going to be really, really cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. The only criticism that I have and concern that I have for the Magic ecosystem is this set so far, as of right now today, is so goddamned expensive, and just like you said, it's going to sell out almost everywhere.
At least at some capacity, this is going to happen to you a non-zero number of times.
You're going to walk into a store, can I have this? No, it's all sold out.
Yeah.
And
could we get more? Maybe. Could you go to a different vendor at MagicCon Las Vegas and maybe, probably, pay more?
and
Yeah.
to get it, sure.
Yeah.
But what that sets is a bar.
Mm.
People are willing to pay this many dollars for Magic, and I'm going to say specifically, universes beyond Magic. Where the next, I don't know what the next big set they're coming out with. Marvel's the next one. You think Final Fantasy is lots of money? You wait until fucking Marvel starts printing shit.
That's why every second set's a Final Fantasy set, or a Universe Beyond set.
Yeah, and I think that this is just really ratcheting it up. And I know that global political climate does impact the cost of this one.
Yeah, especially for us.
Quite a bit. But man, this is a lot, and it does set a very, I'm going to say it, I'll say it, dangerous precedent for all of you Marvel fans out there that are looking forward to getting your Spider-Man and your X-Men and your, what's another Marvel thing?
Spider-Mans.
Hulk. Iron Man's. Avengers, there we go.
Yes.
Thunderbolts, the new Avengers, everybody loves that.
Oh, yeah, it's like the Minutemen and the Watchmen. It's like they frickin' ripped off Alan Moore or whatever his name is. It's just me? Just me? I'm the only one that thought of that?
Yes. Oh. Although I do love the Watchmen. That couldn't be a secret lair, hey?
Oh, yeah, could. Why not?
What would Rorschach do? Tap, throw hot grease in your opponent's face. You win the game.
Yeah, what would Dr. Manhattan do? Snap his fingers, show you his wiener? You get exploded. Yeah. Blue wiener.
Flop wiener on table, create life on Mars.
Yeah.
That would be the craziest set, hey?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Tap it for 3. See, Gary's got the lingo down. He's perfect. This has been a weird episode.
It's a weird episode.
The point is, I am exceptionally excited to not just get these cards and for everybody else to get them and to play with them, but I'm looking forward to going on the journey with Gary, who's interested in Magic and Final Fantasy, to see how he reacts to it.
He's Magic curious?
Yes.
Is he blue wiener curious?
Always.
Yeah, who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
If my dick glowed in the dark, I'd show it to everybody.
Yeah.
Couldn't keep it in my pants. So now you know that I don't have a phosphorescent penis. And I'm excited to explain all this stuff to you, because it's very rare that something in Magic comes along where I know so much more about it than Ryan. It makes him look like a goon. And he's going to go, man, I'm so clueless and all this stuff. And I'm just going to be sitting here like, yeah, flexing, what's up? Knowledge, I'm such a nerd.
I do like to goon.
See?
I'm going to throw that out there on the internet.
But I'm excited for all those things.
If I had a criticism,
okay.
Here's the thing.
Hit me.
I don't know about what all these characters do, despite, you thinking that I do, because I told you that I knew
Right.
that. Yeah.
Right, because you told me, and I have no reason not to believe you.
Exactly.
You're a liar.
It's the internet. I don't know what they do. And it's hard in Magic. It's both hard and easy in Magic to demonstrate, for example, what a color does.
Yes.
Red, haste, passion, fast.
What the... Yeah.
Green, big, dumb, stompy, trample, step on you, win. Black, death. White, soldier.
Blue, smarter than you.
Yeah. Especially blue. When you start to combine colors and you start to have characters that have complex backstories and emotions, and you try to tailor and fit that together with Magic, there's only so many times where your red, blue creature can have flying and haste before it's kind of boring.
Or it's something when you cast an instant or sorcery.
Yeah, or at some point it's like, this blue, red, flying haste isn't a 2/2 for 2, it's a 3/2 for 2, or a 4/4 for 3, or a 5/5 for 4. It's like, it's just power creeping like the raw stats.
They just take creatures that are already there and popular and just make them better and slap a Final Fantasy skin on it. Fap a skin on it.
Oh, yeah. Do not Google that.
No.
Do not fap your phosphorescent blue skin. A weird episode. There's only so many times you can do that before Magic becomes like the same kind of thing, but with power creep over and over again. Yes. See Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, when you take a character and it's like, blue and red, and it's got flying and haste, because of course it does in this example.
Yep.
Let's put 100 lines of text on it
God.
exactly recreate fiddling with dice and choosing and flipping coins and giving each other Rusty Trom Joneses and all of these things, because that's the flavor of it. That's the flavor. This is exactly what it does in the game. Sure, but it's got 100 words on it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it's like a game of Commander is like listening to somebody's dissertation. And it's like, man, when did Magic turn into literally sitting there
Dungeons and Dragons.
and reading a novel instead of actually attacking with creatures and casting combat tricks? And that's just a game complexity thing. It's just a depth and breadth and let's keep it interesting thing. And it is what modern Magic is.
It's going to get to the point where people are going to start reading their cards, and after you've sat there for long enough, you know what, I'm just going to stop you. I'm just going to terminate that thing so you'd have to stop reading it. I just don't want to hear your voice anymore. I'm going to kill that.
And you know what? It's an observation. That's what it is. It's not a criticism. It's like saying people are busier than they used to be.
That's true.
Like people are just busier because we have a capacity for more information at a higher rate. We have cell phones now that are calculators in our pocket. We don't need to use an abacus or count on our fingers and toes.
I still do.
Yeah. Well, you were born before the abacus was invented.
Yeah. I helped.
I helped.
That was a good day. That was a good day.
We have the capacity to be busier, and Magic is the same thing. We have the capacity to look up card rulings. We have the capacity to look at EDH Rec. We have content. We have Scryfall that just tells us the ruling. We have companion app and judge help stuff right on our phone. Mm-hmm. So we can manage all of these. We've got precons that come out of the box and fucking rip.
Yeah.
Right?
These ones will do that.
Oh yeah, they will. We'll talk about that on the precon review.
Oh yeah.
We have the capacity for these to be hyper complex and give us kind of the depth and the complexity that Final Fantasy is known for.
Yeah.
And it's like they just lean into it. And I'm just observing that. And I hope that it's not like rad counters from...
Oh, fuck.
And rad counters, powerful.
Yeah.
And they mill you and
Sure.
they do damage or something.
I don't know what they do.
I have no idea what they do, but I know that I like it and I know that it's good, but I don't know what it is. So I'm just observing that.
I think this is going to be a good one. And I think it's going to lean more towards the complexity side than actually encompassing the minutia, which I know that complexity and minutia usually go together, but I feel like we're just going to get a bunch of complex game pieces that maybe don't necessarily represent the characters in the game to the level that people are going to want, but they're still going to be cool.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the balancing act. If you're a designer or a game player, like you want complexity. You don't want just a bunch of 1/1s attacking each other for one and blocking, and whoever draws the most number of not land cards is the winner.
Whoever draws the first 2/2 is the winner.
Yeah, you don't want that. Then it's just literally war with like bicycle deck cards, like spades and clubs and diamonds.
Yep.
It's like playing dominoes. As long as you can do math, you can maybe win if you draw a bunch of good stuff, right? I want it to be complex.
Yes.
I just don't want it to be a dissertation.
Oh, I agree with that. Oh, man. I actually went through, here's how big a nerd I am, because I like Six so much. I went through in my brain, and I made a card for each one of the main characters in my head.
Yeah.
All 14 of them. And the 2 that have come out, nowhere close to what I would have done.
But you can't remember somebody's name you met yesterday.
I haven't had the amount of experience with somebody that I met yesterday as I have with the characters in Final Fantasy VI.
I can't argue with that.
Which is a great deal.
That is something a nerd would say.
I've been playing Final Fantasy VI longer than our studio guest, Noah, has been alive.
Wow.
By a lot.
He's born 2 years ago. Oh, 6? Oh, 6?
Oh, 6.
Your birthday starts with a 2? This is a fucking weird episode.
This is a weird episode. You know what else? We got to get going. We got some places to do, some people to see, some people to thank. They are FusionGamingOnline.com.
Yep.
You can use special promo code CCONation to save yourself 5% off all your Final Fantasy needs. Maybe some playmats, maybe some swag to make your stuff look all cool.
Ooh.
Pile of Bones Brewing Co. out of Regina, the second coolest thing out of there. They are the official refreshment sponsor for CCO Sidewalk Slam Season 3. Get your applications in or get at me if you want to play. We want to have you on because that always makes the shows a little bit more fun. Big thanks to Gary for hanging out with us, for making sure that the show always sounds good. Noah for hanging out and twitching his foot over there. That's all I can see.
You got to say thank you to the patrons that we're going to see in Vegas.
Yes,
You were going to start yelling.
Thank you to the patrons we're going to see in Vegas. The house is booked. My flights are there. Ryan will get one as well. We're really looking forward to that. I want to be in that Vegas sun so bad. It's making my feelings hurt.
I told you the house has a RC race car track.
Sure did. No cars, though.
Wow, we can cross that bridge when we come
We're
to
going
it.
to go through that tunnel when we get there. Bring RC cars if you're local. We'll drive them around in the backyard. It'll be sick.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about that, Final Fantasy, Magic in general, and all sorts of super fun life stuff on the next exciting episode of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!